Well, it could be obvious, but at that same point, it's not. It could have been just the way the doctor passed the baby to you.
Right.
You know, maybe it was because of Pitocin and she was, you know, like when Arlie came out, Jenna, or their mom just said, it looked like she gave birth in an ice bath. She just had this startle in her. And she was literally having at 2 months old baby panic attacks. But if you're having, again, your breathing hasn't regulated, right? And you're having these constant short breaths, these panic attacks, look at just that, what it's like handing those shaky toys, you know, or whatever to work out. You have that going through your system. How is everything supposed to synchronize up? And you can't tell a 2-month-old, oh, just relax or don't be so grumpy. But if their system's going into that, I believe through movement we go into our emotions. I can't just suddenly be mad. And this is where, again, I'm good at what I do because my dad was quite violent. I would see just these little, well, my dad's fingers curled, man. You did not want to be around for discussion because you start, and the jaw would start to clench and they start to stew, especially, no offense, the psycho mad. They don't just suddenly go, bah! You see them when they're in mugshots. They're like these frozen rocks. They just they'll start to, they'll brew. And, you know, to me, watching people's movements, I didn't realize till my training, was more self-protective. So.
Just a personal example, this week, you know, because I'm sleeping in a hotel, I've had a flight here. I felt, you know, it's not my bed, it's not my pillows, everything's slightly adjusted. I felt my head and neck out, and I was like, oh God, I was getting a bit grumpy about that. And I've been having, you know, movement lessons every day, and you think, well, of course that happens to little babies, doesn't it? You know, just suddenly they slept slightly in a funny position, and they can throw everything out of kilter, really.
What people can't handle it with me, like I don't keep journals of my lessons with people. Now I've got video libraries. I don't, just because I worked on you yesterday, again, you could have had a fight with your mom on the phone. You could have been where it throws your breathing. You could have been in a car accident. You could have fallen downstairs. You could have had a bad night's sleep. I have to be open to, if a baby, again, they give me a bum, I work on a bum. If they give me this, I work on I go with it. And for some people that really want that, now we worked with the left side yesterday, and so today I really needed to work with the right side. Well, if it's not happening, it's not happening, you know. And that's why, too, with the rotation stuff, I found that I can get away with a much more bilateral rotation versus this child coming in and you only working her right side, sending her home, and then only working her left side. So I just find it more effective, even cost effective. I don't have the time to work on an adult for 12 lessons.
Yeah.
I mean, you're getting spoiled, but honestly, for the most part, like her husband, 2 to 3 lessons, we're good.
But we kind of tend to think of babies, you know, perfect, just born, that those things don't happen to them, but of course.
And that's where I like the assessment, so at least you have a baseline, and that way too, if you do it, even if you don't do any work, you do it a month later, oh, we should have progressed by now, or why are we regressing? Why is suddenly the ankle stiff? I mean, lots of times too, parents find their baby crying, and they go, what happened? And you don't know that they just fell off the couch or something, you know, or bummed their, life happens. So, even if I knew someone's perfect history, or like my son, or her husband had 35 bowel obstructions, my son's had 25 surgeries, you know, I imagine some little girl when she's 16 touching my kid's nose thinking it's cute and he's going to haul off and hit her, you know, because he's had sinus endoscopies and polyps removed and all that sort of stuff and adenoids and